People need to know that right now there's a huge opportunity to make great livelihoods and build beautiful lives by creating this kind of food forest garden. Food systems designed to function like natural ecosystems with room for native plants that steward biodiversity and wildlife, but also grow a lot of food on just a few hours of work per week. And the fact is, the way we manage our landscapes and the way we grow our food now as a society are completely unsustainable. And that doesn't just mean that they're bad for dolphins and monarch butterflies. It means we literally do not know how to sustain those into the future, so a better way of living is coming. I started my business doing this without land, without much capital. I didn't have a garden of my own. I didn't even have social media accounts. I was in a mixer for small business owners last night, and I realized that I've been doing this now for about 15 years. About 15 years ago, this went from being a hobby and a passion about plants and nature to being something that supported me as a full-time job. And I went from learning about and collecting a lot of these plants, a lot of times just from seeds and plants I was propagating from the wild, helping other gardeners and farmers and people with their landscapes, connecting them to these plants, showing them how to garden them, how to use them. And that eventually led to me creating this first full-time project you see here of my own. And what people really need to know right now is how to make all these plants work together, how to turn these kinds of plants that are really useful and edible into an ecosystem that can sustain itself so it's not a ton of work to maintain it. And how to create systems that are really beautiful and life-enhancing too, not just for people, but for all of the wildlife and biodiversity that thrives with all of these kinds of plants. And every day, this is my office where I get up and go to work, and every day I'm surrounded by natural beauty and all of this amazing food, and almost every day somebody visits to pick up a plant or buy some mushrooms or buy some produce from me, and so I always have friends coming to visit, and when they do, we'll spend some time in the garden. All you have to do is start doing it. Start building this. If you build it, they will come. And I can tell you, there's such a hunger for this right now. In every city, in every neighborhood, on every block, there are people who want to do this, and they just don't know how. They don't want to feel like they're at war with nature. They don't want to feel like their way of life is jeopardizing this beautiful world. They want to feel like they're rejoining nature and stewarding this world for future generations. And if you can just show them how to do this, if you can show them that this is possible, you don't have to twist people's arms. People will line up for this better world, like it's the new iPhone.